What animals do you work with?
We're trying to just save the world.
Exactly.
No, I mean there is a lot of animals, but I mean the first gala we had with the rhinos was because of that the rhino will probably be the first one out of the big five that will disappear.
Yeah. So it will be a big four.
Yeah.
Because I read that that you work with ocean wildlife as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But what we would like to do with the ocean thing is like trying to get people to understand the plastic, how much plastic there is in the ocean, because plastic is destroying so much, and the ghost nets, or just there's a lot of ghost nets in the water, and dolphins and all kinds of fish are trapped in the nets from the fishing industry. So,
but once again, I mean, we are doing some fundraising, but we're also working with awareness.
Yeah.
So it's so important that people and your generation is understanding the problems that we are facing in the future with everything that's happening with our seas. I mean, now they started to whale hunt again in Japan. For research.
It's like, we'll say it's research. But you guys had a question to the kids, if you will. Like, can you go ahead and ask that question? Because I think that'll be interesting. We got to see if does anybody
question
we're gonna just spring it on you. See what you guys feel. Is maybe someone has an answer already? Who knows?
But I mean, we have our opinion and we have our ideas how to do things with galas and whatever. But it would be very interesting to find out how you guys would like to do to actually create a change for the future.
To get your generation interested in saving wildlife.
Because it's kind of hard because we all live in cities and we are all, the young generation isn't as interested because they don't know a lot about it. So maybe we should just raise awareness in the first case, and maybe tell people about what we know.
Yeah.
And about what you can do to stop it.
Yeah, and spread it in the social media.
Yeah.
How many of you have seen an elephant in the wild?
The guy who lived in
the guy from
South
Africa.
This is the problem. And so I mean, it's hard to understand. I think it's a lot of elephants and rhinos and cheetahs and whatever in the world.
And also when it's so far away, it's like it feels so far away from your reality, from your world.
Me and Lars, we were in Kenya this year and we met the last northern white rhino. There's one guy left in the world. And when he's dying, that species is gone. There are two girls and him, and they have tried everything. So it felt really, really sad when we were standing there. I mean, feeling him breathing and knowing that he's 43 years old and he will die probably in a couple of years. From now. He could die tomorrow. Isn't that, I mean, it's our generation. And I'm on our watch.
Exactly.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that there comes a time where it's like we're the generation that is under my generation, millennials, if you will, that there has to be sort of a, I don't know how to explain it, because I get the sense that there's a lot of navel gazing, a lot of like, let's take a selfie and I'm going to post this so everyone can see me.
Yeah.
I'm not accusing any of you of being that type.
I didn't say.
But you know, exactly. Because like even I do that to the point where some people look at me and go, you're an idiot. But you know, there's also the sense of like, I remember I was talking to someone, a close family friend who's 13, 14, and there was this moment where she repeated this fact that she heard that made no sense. And it was like, and I sat there and thought, why would you say that? Where did you hear that? A friend of mine told me. And I'm like, well, you have this thing called a phone, and there's Google on it, and you can find out if your friend is full of crap or not, you know? Why not use that, you know? But it's just like, but my friends are, or I guess it's, and there, I guess there's a level of maturity that you have to ask, you know, a younger generation to really get into, so that they can start taking responsibilities. And I don't know exactly, like, how do you guys see that? Like, do you feel like, oh, we gotta do everything to save, you know, this planet now that the generation before is screwed up? Now we gotta do all this stuff and we can't have fun anymore. I mean, how's that? What do you feel? Is there Is there do you guys have an attitude about it? Like, or you know, like what do you think?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Like, now we have to take care of the first generation. Yeah, the generation before cost.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It feels a little bit like that, but at the same time, I don't think that it has to be boring or it has to be a burden. It can be fun.
Yeah.
It's like we have to make it fun. We can. It's like, yes, it's hard work, but it can be fun at the same time.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. Exactly. It's worth it so we can know that our children and their children grow up with the wildlife that we had or have.
Yeah, and it should be fun to save the world.
Exactly.
I think so. Otherwise, it's tough.
We need young voices, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or as we like to call ourselves, the young warriors, fighting for justice. But let's see. Well,